Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for a radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also, tuning in through our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast, we're glad you all could be with us as well. We always talk about that there's something we can learn from everyone, and that also goes for us adults when it comes to learning from teenagers, especially when it comes to tech and tech skills. That's exactly what's happening with the tech-savvy teens teaching adults as part of the 4-H Tech Changemakers program. It's also a way to create economic opportunity and workforce development. Here to talk to us more about it, we're excited to welcome Allie Griner to our program today. Allie is joining us as 4-H County Extension Agent, but also we have tuning in Hannah Jones as well. Hannah is a national 4-H Changemaker. We're going to talk to her about her experience as well. Thanks to the two of you for the time. Really do appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having us.
We're glad to be here.
Allie, I'm going to kick things off with you. Why is this program so important to both the older and younger generations involved when it comes to tech and teaching tech?
Yeah, absolutely. So in this age, we know that the world we live in is very technological, and we expect people to have lots of skills when it comes to technology, no matter where they're interacting. But in reality, 1 in 6 working-age Americans are unable to use basic online tools like email, web search, or other things. And so through this program, teens who tend to have more of those digital skills, or if not, we teach those to them by growing up in that digital world, they teach adults how to find employment online, how to market themselves on social media, present themselves professionally, how to learn new software or use different kinds of apps and all kinds of things like that. Those teens are also learning leadership skills by being able to teach adults, and that opens up a whole world of new opportunities and helps that community by building intergenerational connections between the youth of the community and the adults.
Love that. Hannah, I want to bring you into the conversation here. It sounds like this program is really turning the tables when it comes to who's teaching home these days. So what has it been like for you to be a part of this, where you have teenagers teaching adults when it comes to tech?
So 4-H Tech Changemakers is empowering youth to work closely with their communities to bridge the digital divide. And that digital divide is the gap between those with digital literacy skills and those without. And community is just a word that I love to focus on in 4-H Tech Changemakers because it is the heart of it all. Youth are connected with their community through stakeholders, legislators, and the workforce, and they're always trying to make the best better. And the best part about 4-H Tech Changemakers is I have youth come to me all the time interested in 4-H Tech Changemakers, but they say, well, I don't know if I can teach email basics, but, I could probably do video conferencing, but that's totally fine because by the end when they have completed their training, and I teach a lot of the younger 4-Hers how to be in 4-H Tech Changemakers, they're ready, and they're ready to go out there and teach adults, and they're so excited and just ready. And it's a wonderful program to see that transformation and see them have confidence in themselves.
Love that. Well, Allie, if our audience is out there, no matter where they may be joining us from, and they want to know if this is something that's available in their area, how does the program work?
So the program works as a partnership between National 4-H Council, the land-grant universities in each state, and corporate partners including Verizon, Microsoft, and Tractor Supply Company. And those land-grant universities have that integral role because they are within their communities as the extension and 4-H offices, and so they know their community. They're in those long-standing relationships. And so your 4-H office, or where you go, those have the Tech Changemaker program. If they want to know if their extension or 4-H office has a Tech Changemaker program, they can go to 4h.org/TCM. That shows a list of where all these 4-H Tech Changemaker programs are. And if there's not one close to the community that someone's living in, they can either start one themselves, they've got plenty of resources, or talk to their extension and 4-H office about offering that program locally. And so lots of resources for being able to implement this program in every community.
Love that. I'm going to have you share that again with our audience here in a bit, Allie. Appreciate that. Hannah, I do want to ask you, though, as we're kind of thinking about the role of tech these days, what are the most important economic and workforce benefits to the adults in the community when it comes to this program?
So through 4-H Tech Changemakers, adults are learning digital employability skills that can help them advance in their career or introduce them to a new career down the road. And in a rural community like mine, this is extremely important because it's our goal to make sure that we have a strong local workforce, that people can continue to live and thrive there. And 4-H Tech Changemakers completes that goal and makes that possible for our community. And just to paint you a picture here, one of my favorite classes to teach that I taught just recently is called Canva for Educators. And I teach this class to the educators in my community. And learning to use a Canva educator account enhances teachers' digital content creation skills. And it's also beneficial towards the students, too, because graphic design is an arising interest. So it keeps them more engaged in the classroom, which is especially important to people in my community that we're working on right now. So 4-H Tech Changemakers can partner with our district board and everything, and it's just a win-win for both sides.
Love that, and I love Canva too, Hannah. So I appreciate you bringing up Canva. It is such a valuable tool, especially in my industry as well. And Hannah, I want to say congratulations to you and all the great work that you're being able to do as part of this 4-H Tech Changemakers program. And Allie, really appreciate you stopping by as well. Again, everyone, Allie Griner has been joining us, the 4-H County Extension Agent, as well as Hannah Jones, who is a National 4-H Changemaker. Talk with us about this extraordinary program that unites adults and teens, not only being able to work together, but also for adults to be able to learn from teens, especially when it comes to tech. Allie, you shared earlier with our audience, but if you don't mind, let them know again how they can learn more about the program.
Absolutely. And so there's a website to go to. It's 4h.org/TCM, and that's a place where you can learn about the 4-H Tech Changemakers program, more information, and where all of the Tech Changemaker programs are located across the U.S.
Well, thanks to the two of you again for the time. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to having the two of you back again.
All right. Thank you so much.
More than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. As always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.